One spade alerted because it's 14 plus. In other words, it's forcing. There's no upper limit. Even with 27 high card points, they open one spade. So it's like the Fantunas system, where one club, one heart, and one spade show 14 plus, whereas one diamond only promises 11 plus and unbalanced. So another one-note trump contract, unless Morten Bilde balances. Can he balance? Well, not so easy. Well, he can double. If he gets two clubs from partner, he can bid two diamonds to show the red suits. They have a hard fit. That's very difficult to find. It's normally right to get in with the opponent's stop in one-note trump if you have some shape. First of all, a competent declarer will often make the contract even with open tricks. That's one thing. The other thing is that it's very difficult to defend. One-note trump contracts are so difficult to defend against. Two hearts would not be a terrible spot for East-West, but I doubt that they can find it. Redouble by North shows that he has a maximum for his one-note trump. Remember, partner promised at least 14 high card points when he opened one spade. They're telling partner, we have the balance of the points, partner. Peter Lund away with the birds, or I don't know, the Formula One drivers. Now obviously West has to do something. He can start with two clubs. He knows he's getting doubled in two clubs. Then he can redouble for rescue. That's one way of doing it. He can of course also decide to bid a suit. He did, and he chose his 4-card suit. Now when North doubles, he may now bid two hearts. All too predictable. More doubles coming. Well, no. When North can't double two hearts, South certainly cannot. But I believe they're in a forcing... Well, they're not really in a forcing situation here. They're stopped at one-note trump. But South can bid three clubs, of course. Two hearts is not such a bad spot for East-West. You have to lose three hearts and two clubs, of course, and a spade, so maybe only one down. You may argue, what about the forced diamond if they play 3 rounds of hearts? Well, that's true. But in that, if you play 3 rounds of hearts, then you cannot ruff any diamonds, that's true, and you have a diamond loser. But that diamond loser will disappear on a spade when you play ace of spades, spade towards dummy, because dummy still has the king of diamonds as an entry. So my prediction is down 1. Well, does it make now? Now declarer has no spade losers, but then there's a problem with the forced diamond. I don't think he can do everything. It's true that he has no spade loose, but his fourth diamond will be a loser, so he will lose 3 hearts, 2 clubs, and 1 diamond. So even after this lead, the contract should go 1 down. Well, it doesn't really matter what he does. He doesn't have the entries. Spectator suggesting that he can set up a spade, but he doesn't have the entries for that. He can indeed set up a spade, but he cannot reach it. So 1 down it is. Well, what do you mean? Well, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Yes. Because now they cannot play 3 rounds of hearts anymore. So declarer can take a diamond rough. Oh dear. Now that was a misdefense. South couldn't get partner in to play another trump. So now declarer will of course play 3 rounds of diamonds. Either they're 3-3, that's fine. Or, if they're 4-2, he just has to hope that the man with 2 doesn't have the last trump. But even then, he's okay. Yes, 110. Wow. That was not a good defense. So who aired? Well, Lars Blakset aired really, because when a heart was played from the dummy, he should have gone up with the ace of hearts in order to unblock the suit. Maybe not too easy, but that was needed. 2 clubs is 10 to 13, with 5 clubs at least. Two diamonds, a relay. Suppose 2 spades is natural. It is alerted. Suppose it's natural. 3 no. The likely contract. Diamond also the likely lead. If no trump played by North, that is. Then East has a normal Queen of Diamond lead. And that would put an end to the contract. I can't imagine that they can stop short of game when South has shown 10 to 13 and North has 15. Well, spade lead isn't so good for the defense. It has to be a diamond, because if he leads a spade, I think declarer has time for everything. He can play the heart suit for 1 loser. It's with the odds to play the heart suit for one loser. Ace and heart to the king. You only have one loser every time they're 3-3, or doubles an honor. But it's not over yet. I mean, Martin Schaltz hasn't passed yet. Diamond lead defeats it for sure. Spade lead gives declarer a chance. We don't know what 2-note trumps is. I'm sorry. We have the convention card, yes, but that's not good enough, because when we get to the third round of bidding, you can't read it on the convention card. Other than 2-note trumps is forcing, asking distribution. So they're explaining now. So apparently, his house has shown 4-2-2-5. So I'm not so sure what. Oh, I see. So Martin's just worried about diamonds, knowing that partner has a doubleton, and if that's a low doubleton, he can see the issue. So thinking about pulling to 4 hearts, I suppose. Yes. And here's the queen of diamonds, and then the contract has no play. It needs the queen of, the king of clubs on side, not happening. Clara is even lucky that diamonds are 4-4. Well, Peter apparently stuck with the Formula 1 race in Bahrain. It's really boring to be alone, I have to say. It's also very demanding. This is my 8th session. I've done all 8 sessions over the weekend. And I can feel that I'm not 20 anymore. Not even 30. Yeah, it also surprises me that we don't have more volunteers for voice. It's so relaxing. I mean, if you are more than one, it's quite relaxing to do voice. You don't have to type. It's easier to analyze when you don't have to concentrate on typing at the same time. But for some reason, most people don't like it. We only have around 25, a squad of 25 voice commentators, whereas we have several hundreds of text commentators. I think more and more people should try it. It's actually quite nice. It's also nice for the audience to listen to new voices. I mean, you can get fed up with me, Peter Lund, David Bird, Bill Jacobs, maybe even Larry Cohen, if we're here all the time. I don't have to say more about this hand, because no matter what line he pursues, he cannot make it. Yes, listener wants me to comment more on the bidding. Yes, but that's difficult as far as the North-South pair is concerned, because they play unusual methods. There's no way we can know what two-note trumps is. Even a hard time figuring out that two spades showed three or more spades, didn't promise four. Yeah, asking shape, we saw that later. South has shown 4-2-2-5. There was no way we could know that. Not so easy to know how to play the hand, by the way. Well, yes, you can get to dummy playing a heart to the ace, take a club finesse, right? Even if it wins, what are you going to do after Queen of Clubs, Jack of Clubs? Now the suit is blocked. You cannot get to the rest of the clubs. So then you have to play hearts instead, hoping that that suit will come in. Well, that's a possibility. Heart to the ace, Queen of Clubs, say it holds, Jack of Clubs, say it holds. Okay, and turn your attention to hearts now. At least that's one legitimate line. We're not stuck. It's North thinking about what to discard from dummy. I'm asked, what if he enters dummy with a heart and advances the Queen of Clubs and East ducks it? Can he make it then? Well, then, if he goes back to hearts now, then he has two club tricks. Four hearts is 6. One diamond is 7 and one spade is 8. That's still not enough. Well, maybe he can then play east then, to deal away from the king of spades. He could, if diamonds are 4-4, yeah, an alternative plan is to refuse the club finesse and play ace of clubs club while he still has an entry to dummy the ace of hearts. But that will still not give him enough tricks. Not 4 club tricks. 2 hearts is 6. Spade and a diamond. But then he has the spade finesse as a last resort. Now, that was interesting. So the man abandoned clubs and played the 10 of spades. What happens if East ducks this? Is he any better off? I don't think so, actually. But then, of course, he would make with the king of clubs on side. Yeah, yes, if he ducks that, then he can play a heart to the ace, queen of clubs. And if the king had been on side, he would be okay, because he still has an entry, and he can set up the hearts. It's all based on diamonds being 4-4, but he needs that, and he knows it. That's why he played a low spade from hand. I don't think it matters what Danish Bilde does here. Danish Bilde, a very good player, multiple world champion, juniors, 2009 and 2010. 2009 as a team player on the Denmark junior under 26. And in 2010 as an individual junior world champion. Dennis is the son, as you can imagine, and as his partner we have his father Morten, and they were on the winning team in the Vanderbilt in USA last year in 2013, playing with Sabina Auken and Roy Welland. And the most remarkable thing about that win was that they played four-handed throughout, so no rest. Yeah, you can't do it. It's just impossible. 8 tricks. But one can understand that he takes his time here. It is very important, of course. 16 imps is nothing with all these boards to play. Okay, so the defense would get a heart trick instead of a spade trick. Anybody watching Formula One? Is it still on? because that could be the only explanation for Peter's absence. Someone tell me if it's still on. So it is still on. That's why Peter isn't here. Right. So he'll probably turn up, but okay. One no is strong for east-west. Basically 15-17, but can be 14 good. It reads on the card. 14 plus to 17. And for some reason, Morten thought he had a good 14. Right. Two hearts transfer, two spades forced, four diamonds, setting spades, and showing a singleton of void diamond. Now, what do we have here? Only one club loser, as it happens. No spade loser, of course. That was a nice lead. We have a heart loser and a club loser. And that's about it. Very unusual lead. Lead a heart from Queen Doubleton. Well, Clara is not too unhappy. No hard guess later. Most likely result is 11 tricks, and he'll only lose a club from here. Eventually, he'll take a double finesse in clubs. So here was the first finesse, and when he inserted the 9, he doesn't have to finesse anymore, and doesn't matter. Clubs 3-3 anyway. Getting better and better for Declarer. Yes, Norse can kill the Jack of Spades, doesn't matter. Clubs break. So, 11 tricks. And on to our first comparison. Going back to board 17 now. So in the other room, it went 3 passes to West to open 1 club. North overcalled 1 spade. East doubled to show hearts. So that's raised spades. It went pass, back to East. A bit 3 clubs, all pass. And here West opens a diamond rather than a club. And of course, that's the eternal debate. What to do with 4-4 in the minors? Well, the world is divided. In America, it's normal to open one diamond. In Europe, it depends where you are. Some places you open one diamond, and some places you open one club. Right. Two no trumps. Well, I hope that's for the minors, and then they'll get to three clubs as well. Two no trumps, pick a minor. Is two no trumps not alerted? You see, getting to the wrong minor here, I don't think they're on the same page. I mean, I know they're not on the same page. They can't be, because if two no trumps was intended as pick a minor, then East would bid three clubs. And if two no trumps is wrong, then West bid is three clubs and not two no trump. So something went wrong for them here. How do you find the club fit after one diamond? Well, this way. I mean, West could have bid three clubs, could he not? Or if two no trumps asked partner to choose a minor, then he should bid three clubs. So something doesn't add up here. And of course you are in the wrong minor. The only positive is that if they play 3 rounds of spades, at least you're going to rough it in the short trump hand. So maybe he can survive in 3 diamonds. Yeah, it's also interesting what a double by West would be over 2 spades. But if you have a minimum hand, you just have to pass regardless. You know, so no double wouldn't show clubs there. I think you can show clubs later, but West should have bid 3 clubs. And I don't think this is good enough. Well, you may argue, well, he only has 4 losers, but he doesn't have 9 tricks. Basically, he needs the Jack of Hearts to fall, or rather a hard finesse now that he has no more diamonds in dummy. No, he can't. No, well, it's going well so far, but he will be a trick short. Maybe 2. Yes, you see. Well, he was going to take the half finesse as the only chance of making. And now he's going 2 down instead. Not a convincing auction for East-West here. And the lead now up to 21. And the conversation between son and father. Did you have 4 clubs? Yes, Morten said. So why didn't you just bid 3 clubs? I'm just translating. It was a good stop by North-South on this board in the other room. East-West have all the points. Well, 23. So plus 90 for North-South in the other room is quite good. And if East-West can get to play the hand in 2 hearts, they may make that for 110. And get the 5 imps back they lost on the previous board. Of course, you have to lose 2 hard tricks and a spade and a diamond and a club. 8 tricks, yeah? Well, another spectacular lead, a very unusual lead from the man who led low from Queen X before, Queen Doubleton. Now a low from Ace Doubleton, Doubleton Ace if you like. Very adventurous player, Martin Schaltz. He's renowned for that. Spontaneous guy. Well, I think that's right. It's like Peter Fredin from Sweden. You may have seen him many times. Very spectacular to watch him also. He finds the most unusual leads and defense and declare play. And Martin is that kind of person also at the bridge table. Imaginative, some will call it.
You mentioned Peter Fredin, but Sia is in the same group.
Oh, hello, Peter. You're back now, are you? Oh, right. Formula 1 over?
No, they have only 20 laps out of 57.
Right. So your early arrival here indicates that it's not going too well for the Danish driver.
Correct analyze, as usually.
Did he crash or did he bump into someone again?
No, he had a bad start and lost 3 places in the start and was overtaken, so he have dropped 4 places from his 8th spot.
Told that Magnussen bumped into Räikkönen again. I don't think so, right, Peter?
Oh, they have a very slight contact, but with no problems for any one of them.
Oh, I see. It was the same man, Räikkönen, from Finland. Yeah, right. Now, North-South missed the spade fit in the other room and played on 5-1 in diamonds. That's not so good. 2 clubs again, 10 to 13, with at least 5 clubs. Now, in the other room, 2 clubs was the third hand 2 clubs, either weak with diamonds or 18, 19 balanced. So he treated us as weak with diamonds in third seed. So South bid 2 diamonds to play opposite a weak 2 diamonds, and it went all pass. Here's the explanation as to why South was declarer in 2 diamonds in the other room. Because North showed his hand as a weak 2 in diamonds.
But we see at post table, it was impossible to find the spade fit.
If you open at the 2 level, yes, then it's impossible when it's a part score hand. That's for sure. If you open at the 1 level, you will find it. Now, what about 2 clubs here, Peter? You're supposed to analyze the part score contracts. Can it
looks like 4 club losers and 2 spade losers.
All right, so not so costly for the Pharmaservice team. Our colleagues doing the written commentary estimate that Pharmaservice has around 7-8 imps. And bought 29 to 32, Peter, for your information. That's just an estimate, of course.
But we see that both pairs choose to make a weak 2 with a 4-card major. Especially strange in the closed room, where North opened a weak 2 diamond with 4-3 in the majors.
Yes, but with only a 9 count, he thought that East might be strong here, so he wanted to preempt by opening 2 clubs. It didn't work out well here. Could have on other layouts, of course. So was it 2 down here also for the flat board? Looks like it, yes.
Yes, he forgot to discard hard loser on diamond queen. Oh, he didn't have an entry for that.
That must be some kind of stage race. Now two spades to show a sound raise to two spades, maybe. Maybe two spades would be weak. Well, Drury, the man is not strong enough to beat Drury, really. 7 count? I beg your pardon.
It depends how they play it. A direct two spade could even be better than this way.
Yes, we don't know that.
So, if you translate, the bidding here is 1 spade opening, 2 club, do you have a real opening, 2 diamond, yes I'll have, 2 spade, okay, let's play 2 spade.
But excuse me, Peter, I mean, if this is Drury, what is Drury then? It's a 7 to 11 all of a sudden. How can you control that?
Probably they play that a direct 1 spade, 2 spade is 8 to 10.
Okay. Right. Not for us to
But I will check.
Yeah, for us to decide how they play it. At least they stopped in 2, which is a very good idea with this break. Even 2 is laid down. To say the least. I think it's going down.
No relevant information.
No. No mention of Drury on the card?
Oh yes, it mentioned that they play reverse Toronto.
Yes, which is the same as Drury. Okay. So he's going down here. But the Clara also went down in the other room.
But no information about the beating 1 spade, 2 spades. It's a very poor convention card from Danish and Morten Bilde. Very few informations, and if the coach is listening, for sure they need to write up a better convention card before the Europeans. Oh, the coaches here have told me that they know they have to improve their convention card.
Mm-hmm. But the coach is not listening. He's playing at the other table, Peter.
Isn't Jan the coach?
Oh, yes, Jan is the coach. Yes, Peter is the captain. Yes, you're right. And is Jan on voice now?
It looks like, because he told that he know that they need a better convention card.
All right, and he confirmed that he's on voice now. He can hear us. So he managed to recharge his batteries, able to listen now. Around 1,500 spectators. It's fine. We're getting more before this is over, I'm pretty sure. It's the only broadcast in progress, I believe. believe. But of course they also have in the closed room, and if they have English text commentary there, then some people would prefer to be in the closed room. If they can't understand the Danish texts and they don't want to switch to the web client to listen, then they have to go to the closed room. Now we lost the man again. But it doesn't change the fact that the contract will go one down for a flat board. So we still have the same margin. Yes, very good, King of Diamonds, I agree. One down for a flat board, and the margin, the difference is the same as it was when this set started, 16 imps. Right, Peter. So for our next broadcast, you will have your new computer set up and be on voice on that one. Jan, by the way, could you give us the link to the webcam again? Spectators asking me. Okay, it's nice to actually be able to communicate with the operator. So you have it, you know, in a few seconds. That would be extremely useful, wouldn't it, Peter? You know, when the operator gets, not Jan, of course, but you know, other operators getting things wrong, missing a pass, letting the wrong hand bid one hard, and stuff. So we can actually tell, well, a pass missing. Do you think, Peter? Are you sure he played the two of clubs? Or did you leave us again? It's away. Right, so an opportunity here for the Pharmacy team. Cold Grand Slam.
It's easy to take 13 tricks, but it's not so easy to beat the grand.
Well, you can go down.
A lot of very good key cards by his partner. Ace King of Diamonds, Ace of Clubs, and King Queen of Spades.
Peter?
I think you need a strong club system. No, wouldn't help. East would also open a spade in a strong club system.
Now, there is a losing option. You need one rough, right, to take 13 tricks. Do you agree with that? For a start, you have to rough the club high. And then you're on a guess in spades, as you see, where you may choose to finesse for the jack. Now I'm told, well, isn't there a security issue with the operator being able to listen to the commentary. Well, I don't think so. He has an ear plug. Then it's impossible for the players to hear anything. We did test it actually at some point, and the players can't hear anything. The only danger is if the operator has a microphone. That should be banned, because you know, by mistake, then he may say, well, we say, well, if he plays the Jack of Diamonds now, he can make it, and then we may get a reply from the operator, yes, if he plays the Jack of Diamonds, he can. And that is, of course, not so good. But as long as he only has that earplug, I think it's fine. What do you think, Peter?
I'm not so worried about these things.
Okay, so a special response to Roman keycard Blackwood here, 5 note drops, is a very unusual response. So it shows a void. Then, so a hard void, obviously, after the 4 hard cubit. Now, you just have to decide, playing with your partner, whether 5 note drop is a void with an even number of key cards or an odd number of key cards. And apparently this pair plays it as odd with 1. Well, 6 diamonds was meant maybe as asking for 3rd round control. What do you think, Peter?
For sure, it shows as King of Diamond and ask partner, do you like that? And then we have a very fast 6 spades by Bilde,
Yep.
telling that it don't help him.
Do you know what I think it was? From Dennis's point of view, is that it asked for the King of Diamonds because partner has no room to ask for kings after the 5 note trump response. Do you think that there might be a misunderstanding here?
No, if West was keen to find the King of Diamond, then he would choose 6 clubs.
Yes, I'm not convinced that there isn't a misunderstanding here, Peter. That 6 diamonds was intended as asking for 3rd round control and not interpreted as such by East.
Oh yes, but that's a misunderstanding.
So there is
especially,
go on.
Especially that 6 spades bit came extremely fast from Danish.
Okay. So 13 tricks easy in the other room, obviously, because South led the ace of hearts. So there was no losing option regarding taking 13 tricks. Without a hard lead, you have to guess just a little bit.
And you see, Jan confirmed that 6 spades was very fast. Danish just didn't take his time to figure out what Morten meant by his 6 diamond bit.
Well, you can bid a quick six spades if you're convinced that it asked for the king of diamonds. And obviously he was convinced that it asked for the king of diamonds, and that's why he could bid a quick six spades.
Oh yes, but a pair which now for 2 years have played a lot, national and international together. It's a misunderstanding that I don't like.
Okay.
And claim.
Yes, you can claim now. So they're probably talking now, and Jan will tell us, or the table, if they're discussing the sixth diamond bid. Oh, he tells that Morten went to the toilet before the lead. So for obvious reasons, no discussions just yet.
I don't say that six spade is the wrong bid, but what I say 100% that a fast six spade is the wrong bid. Okay, we are told that Danish know that the six diamond bid promised diamond king, but he was afraid they were missing spade queen, and then over six diamonds he has an obvious bid, which is six hearts.
Six hearts.
The suit he have shown voiding, telling, oh partner, my diamonds are good enough, but I'm afraid of the spades.
Yes. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? When spades is trumps, you have six hearts available to say, well, I'm interested, but there's a card missing in my hand, and then West can see what that card is. So you better call them, Peter, and suggest six hearts, because now they agree that they can't ask for the queen of spades on the particular auction. So first thing in the morning, Peter, you call Morten, right? Or Jan can do that. He's listening to us. It's not your job.
It's
I
not.
know that.
It's not so often that you have a total free six heart bid. The suit where you have showed a void to create an asking situation.
It's true. And Jan just sent me a message and say, well, he will pass it on to see that Peter Lund suggested that six hearts could be used for that purpose. I'm not afraid of diamonds, partner. I have what you need in diamonds, but I'm concerned about the trump suit. So 3 clubs, looking too high, that also, with the ace of hearts off, 2 hearts, diamond, a spade and a club. Well, it's maybe not for us to tell why West sold out to 3 clubs here. We can't tell you, but 3 clubs going down, so it's not a big deal, is it? Can East-West make 3 hearts? 2 spades, 2 diamonds, 1 club. Well, they did well, didn't they? I think 3 hearts would go down as well. So it's hard to see how this contract cannot go 1 down for a flat board. The difference 19. We will get all the comparisons in this room, because they are on port 25 in the other room now, and the break also helped, of course. And with all the spectators, or virtually all spectators in this room, it's nice to get the comparisons here.
Yes, we have 1,500 spectators here and only 130 in the closed room.
Do we have a cree in the closed room, Peter? Did you check?
I checked,
Anyway.
but he was there. I don't remember his last name. I didn't know him, but he was there.
Larry Robbins, yes. He's a fine commentator. Good. I don't remember or recall what the record is for the Danish championships at one table, but 1,500 must be very close. To a record. People are really interested in watching. Of course, it also helps with the excellent service they get here. Player profile, live streaming.
Yes, but I'm told that the Danish Federation are not interested in the number of spectators. They are only interested in how many pay.
Yeah, one can understand that, of course. No real reason not to lead a spade from South's point of view, and the carer will let it ride. So he has 3 spade breaks. 2 hearts is 5, 2 diamonds is 7, and 2 clubs is 9. So he doesn't need more than 2 heart tricks. Well, yeah, he can set up the hearts for an over trick now that he got a spade lead. The lead was also a spade in the other room to the jack. So why did declare and not make an over trick, I wonder? Setting up an extra heart. Did she take a club finesse instead? But that would work also. Peter is our expert on declarer play. Why didn't she make an over trick, Peter?
You see, he was out of entries for the ace of spade.
Oh. Right.
So heart, spade back, set up the hearts. But now South shifted to a diamond.
I see. Okay. Good. And 9 tricks here as well. When hearts don't break, he can take his 2 clubs and 1 diamond.
What happened here, since he didn't take 10 tricks?
Because he took his spade trick when he was in dummy, Peter, for the last time. When a spade to the jack, right? A heart to the jack, a heart back to the king and ace. Another spade to dummy. Now dummy is out of entries. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
So if you don't take your spade now, it's stranded.
Oh yes, but then you have a chance to get your 10th trick elsewhere, because you are in no danger after you have seen that the heart is not 5-1.
It's true that the contract is guaranteed once those follow 2 rounds of hearts, so you can set up your 9th trick there, and then hope that you'll get a 10th in the wash. That's true. So, Pharmaservice needing a swing soon. Five
But
balls
if
go.
you have 2 ways to save your contract, I would very much prefer the way where you have a chance for an over.
Yes. How is 5 clubs as a save here against 4 spades? You lose a heart, a spade, and 2 diamonds, right? You have a save for 300?
That's 4 imps. Or is there only 3?
3. But they need anything they can get, Peter. Now East is too flat to bid 5 clubs. You can't expect 6 card support opposite.
In the closed room, for sure they'll never have a chance, because the bidding there was 1 club from Schaltz, double from Carversen, and now only 2 clubs by Peter Schaltz. I see Peter Schaltz is growing old.
The additional bonus, Peter, of bidding 5 clubs is that it may push the opponents to 5 spades, you know. So not only is 5 clubs a good save, although it's only... Wow! I don't believe this. This isn't bridge. Really, this isn't bridge. Sorry. How can you pass the double, just showing extra values, with 6 card support for clubs and no defensive trick? Peter is speechless. I know that. I'm doing all the talking here. Peter left the computer, looking for Valium, I suppose. Take 10 milligrams, Peter.
For me, that double is 100% partner bid 4 or 5 clubs.
It's not a disaster because 4 spades made in the other room. They will lose imps, but it's not a 2-digit disaster. Well, it's terrible, really. I have to say, it's such a good pair. Experienced partnership. How can West not know what double is? Maybe he knows and decides to leave it in, but that doesn't make sense. 6 card club support. Partners promised at least 3 clubs, remember. Can't be 2 plus. Suspect that Danish Bilde will shake his head when this is over. Yeah, that's a disappointment. I'm not gonna really blame people publicly because they are good players, but it is disappointing to see a result like this. It shouldn't exist in a team game. Two spades is a constructive race for North-South, 8 to 11, with exactly 3 spades. Okay, so they stopped in 3 in the other room, made 4. Very lucky hard position. You only lose 1 hot trick. You have a double finesse available in diamonds, which you don't even need, with the king of clubs there for a discard. So this will actually make and another 6 imps going in the Schaltz direction. So not a lot of hope now for Pharmaservice. Schaltz won the championship last year. Was also a very close final against Thomas van Larsen.
But in the semi-final, they were very close to lose with 2 boards to go. The Harris team was up with a game swing, but on the 2 last boards, the Harris team lost 16 imps and lost the match with 4 imps. And
By 2, Peter. By 2.
not on the official score sheet.
Okay. Jan Nicolaisen actually on the team said on Facebook that it was by 2 imps. It doesn't matter, but you're right, it was very close. And we discussed East's 3 diamond bit. Do you remember last night?
Yes.
On the very last board.
It looks like the Harris team at both tables pushed too hard on the very last board. Or it didn't only look like, they pushed too hard on the last board in both. One of the pushes was almost okay, the other one was absolutely a serious overbid by one of the players.
Right, it was actually 3 imps, Peter. Compromise. Jan told me it was 118 to 115, and if it had been a tie, Harris would have been in the final. Although it's 118 to 114 on the DBF website, I agree with that. Jan is pretty certain that was 3 imps. Doesn't matter. I know what will please you, Peter, to hear that Sri Lanka won the World Championships in 2020 cricket by 6 wickets against India, and that the score is 1-1 between West Ham and Liverpool in London.
Oh,
Okay.
in polo? Or water polo? Or synchron jumps?
No, West Ham Liverpool is football, Peter.
Oh yes, but you talk about Sri Lanka. Was that in synchron swimming? Synchron jump or what?
Well, I did say, I said the Cricket 2020 World Cup being held in Bangladesh.
I heard you said cricket. I just tried to get out.
As usual.
Yes, and my opinion about cricket.
Yes, it's okay. But if you had been with me in South Africa, in Cape Town at Newlands Cricket Ground, you wouldn't have said that. What a wonderful game, you would have said, with the mountain, the Table Mountain, right on your back. And I mean right on your back, just a few meters behind you. That's absolutely marvelous.
I can imagine it a wonderful nature, a wonderful view, and then you sit down and have your cup of tea.
Yeah, it was fantastic actually. Scenery is absolutely amazing. It's cheap also to be a tourist in South Africa. Everything's so cheap there. So I'm thinking about going again next year. Yes, that's what I said. I have to turn my back on the mountain to watch the cricket. That's right. I was in one of the suites there, and then you have literally the mountain on your back. Well, you may argue to my left. Well, slightly to my left. I have a picture. My hostess took a picture with me sitting there, on the balcony, watching, with the mountain right behind me. Not looking good for Pharmaservice. 3 boards to go in this room, and then of course the comparisons, 4 comparisons on boards 29 to 32 from the other room. So there needs something spectacular to happen now. I'm asked, do more Brits speak Danish than Danes watch cricket? Well, I don't know about that. I don't think Brits speak Danish at all. Well, some Danes actually watch cricket. I'm one of the idiots, if you like. It's always been a passion for me.
And you see here how East-West missed the 4-4 in hearts.
Yeah, why must you open one spade? I don't understand. Why do you go outside the system there to open one spade? You have both majors. I know you're in 13, but you're not afraid of spades, are you? So why don't you open one heart? Maybe state of the match bit, Peter?
South should overtake and switch to a diamond now.
That would be a very good defense. Not missing the opportunity. But I just think it's so sad that you can't find your heart fit. I think we've seen too many mistakes by East-West in this set, Peter. Do you agree with that? For such a good pair.
Yes, mistake rates have been higher than I normally see by them.
Now after one spade, one no trump, Morten Bilde had end-played himself. He can't bid a new suit now without showing 5 spades. Well, in the first place, he promised 5 spades when he opened one spade actually. So that was the first lie. Okay, they landed on their feet, only cost 1 imp, but they can ill afford that. 2 boards to go, And they're not going to gain anything here. They can't beat the 420 from the other room. So this is an upgrade by Lars Blakset. Shows 12 to 14. Double showing values. It's a penalty double. 2 hearts transfer. System on after double. Okay, and what now? What do you think he will bid, Peter?
His normal bid would be 3 clubs, but I expect he feels he's a little bit too strong to bid 3 clubs.
Well, if he bids clubs, the heart fit will disappear again.
No, over 3 club east will be 3 diamonds.
Right, and then he can bid 4 hearts maybe. Yes, in the other room it was a little easier, because after 1 diamond, South opened 1 diamond there, West doubled, North bid a spade, and East came in with 2 hearts, rather than diamond, but diamond had been open, remember? So she bid 2 hearts, and then it was easy for West to raise to 4 hearts.
I'm wondering what a double of 2 heart would mean. Would it mean a 5-card heart suit? That's the only, if you could double with a 4-card heart suit here, it's an obvious bid by East.
Yes, 30 1 imps, is that possible? Our operator asking. Yes, I would say it is impossible. Only 1 board to go after this in this room, and they certainly don't have close to 30 imps on the last 4 boards being played in the closed room. Okay, at least they're getting to game now. Three spades, well, if you want to go to game, here, maybe 3 spades is the best bid. 3 hearts is passable, of course. You don't want to bid that. And 4 hearts is unilateral. You don't want to bid that if partner doesn't have 4 hearts. So maybe 3 spades is the best bid on the hand. Can you live with that, Peter?
For sure I can. And 3 clubs is not forcing here. So I like that 3 spade bid. But how is 3 no?
Well, it will get a spade lead, right? It's a disappointment for the declarer that the Queen of Spades is with North. Now, he doesn't have the entries to take a double finesse in hearts. He only has one entry. So
how do you like my suggestion? How do you like my suggestion of doubling 2 hearts?
Yeah. Yeah, the hearts have disappeared again. We've seen that too often, really. I mean, if only you had the entries, you could take 4 hard tricks, but you can't even do that. It's pretty hopeless, isn't it, Peter? Just, I mean, looking at this layout.
Even with 4 heart tricks, it's difficult to find 9 tricks.
Yes, yes, but at least that would give you an extra entry also. Um, diamonds, to lead a club up. But no, he's far away from 9 tricks here.
But I expect the problem is that the double of 2 hearts would show a little bit better hand, because 1 no trump double could be on 15 and West have 19.
Yes, but there must be a way to find the hard fit. I mean, the opponents are on the 2 level, right, Peter? In 2 spades. And from there must be a way to find hearts. Should West have bid again over 2 spades, do you think? Maybe pass was wrong.
Then what would you bid on his hand?
But to show extra values, any bid will show a very strong hand. Do you agree with that?
But it's a very lousy club suit.
Yeah, I know. You can't just sit still there with your 19, can you?
And the double in the second round by East is only because 2 heart, 2 spade, pass have limited North hand, so East want to compete. East is not going. The game is just, the bidding is dying out in 2 spades. He like to compete. But the problem is, don't let double promise a 4 card heart suit.
It's all very interesting, yeah. In East, as you said, doesn't expect partner to be this strong. He would have doubled 1 no trump with a weaker hand.
So the double over 2 heart would probably promise something about 8 to 10 points, and not a lousy 6 high card point hand, or better hearts. But for sure I'm not impressed.
Maybe the double of two hearts should just show cards, Peter. I mean, willing to compete. How do you like that?
I normally play, if I double a transfer bid, I promise the suit. If I pass and double later, I show values, but not suit.
But the double of two hearts for you would only promise four?
Either only four or a better hand.
Yeah.
And East only have 6 high card points. He only have the choice between pass and double at his first bid. And I will agree it's close. With a better hand, up to 10 high card points without a 4 card heart, he could be 2 spades, which is sort of take out.
Yes. But do you also play it as showing the suit if it goes a weak no trump to your left, pass from partner, or from you, say you're my partner, and it goes two hearts transfer, now double from me. Don't you think it's better to play that as a penalty double of 1 no trump?
No, I play it as a 5 card heart suit. Lead directing against a no trump or a spade contract.
Okay.
The written commentator says that Pharmaservice so far have lost 143 imps. That's not correct. You have to take the carryover away.
12. Right.
So it's only 131 imp.
That's right. But it will be more after this board, Peter. So it's almost over. Board 29 was a push. So 3 boards remaining in the other room. Pharmaservice may gain some there, maybe 6 to 8 imps, but certainly not a lot more. And that's obviously not enough. Even if they have a 2-digit swing on board 28, or if they're getting a 2-digit swing, it won't be enough. I agree with Jakob on here that Schaltz had well, all pairs on the Schaltz team in sessions 3 and 4 have been played very well, so they deserve to.
Oh, what's happening here? Look, Roland. Lars just gave the contract away.
Wow, wow. Never say never. Wow. Ooh. Yes, yes. Okay, but still, 26 imps, Peter.
Had queen cost 2 tricks. He could have played a diamond and only lost 1 trick.
Yes. Okay. Still 26, as I said, and although 4 spades went 2 down in the other room, 4 spades can't make, of course. They cannot get a 2-digit swing here. So the unusual 2-note trumps here by South, showing the unbid suits, diamonds and hearts, least 5-5, and a good hand, because this forces partner to the 3 level, even if he has nothing.
And the 3 level looks okay for both sides. I see 4 spades down 2. I can only find 4 losers. One
Yes.
loser in each suit.
Yes, maybe in an attempt to make the contract, Peter, you may be able to go 2 down. Well, what about North? He knows to have a great diamond fit, of course, 10 cards and diamonds. Jack of hearts is normally a good card. He can throw Queen Jack of clubs out of the window, he knows that. But he thought he was worth 4 diamonds. I don't think Blakset can raise that. He is absolutely minimum for his 2-note trumps, in my view, with a stiff king.
And it was correct, Roland. 4 spades was down 2 because the Claire tried to make the contract. It was king of diamond lit and switched to a small heart. And only winning and now was to find South with Queen Jack of hearts. So
yes.
Declare to make 4 spades, docked, heart back, and a heart off later. So that was down 2. Playing 3 spades, no problem in making 9 tricks.
Yes. We heard that South has passed 4 diamonds and that West is thinking. That's what it reads on your screen in Danish. South has passed, West is thinking. So I guess it's time for me to do my duties here, to thank our brilliant operator in Copenhagen, Jan Nielsen. Fantastic show, 128 boards over 2 days. Full concentration, hardly a minor error. Fantastic. Well done, Jan. Thanks to Peter, my co-commentator on voice, and to all our colleagues doing the written commentary over the weekend. too many to mention, but you can see it for yourself. They've been very good also. Thanks to the Danish Bridge Federation for allowing us to broadcast. Thanks to Triankira in Melbourne for setting up everything regarding live video, convention cards, player profiles. It's been really, really good. And of course, thanks to all our listeners. We hope you had a fun time with us, and hope to see you another time. And I can't, of course, finish this without mentioning BBO, Uday and Fred, Uday Ivaturi and Fred Gittleman. Without them, there would have been no broadcast. It's a fantastic platform to watch bridge, and I know it's greatly appreciated by bridge fans all over the world. Thank you all very much.
And as you see here, now 4 diamonds is making. Need a spade lead to get the 4 tricks. Now a spade loser will disappear on the Queen of Clubs. And you forgot one in your speech, Roland. We also have operator in the closed room. I expect it's Susanne who have done the hard work there the whole weekend, and I have seen no mistakes from the closed room either.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is Susanne Kramhøft. She's also very good. We are very lucky in Denmark. We have many good operators. Not only those two, they're superb, but we have plenty of good operators. So, thank you everyone. Goodbye for now. And see you another time. Well, of course, maybe I should congratulate the Schaltz team on winning the championship, of course. Martin Schaltz, Lars Blakset, Dorte Schaltz, Peter Schaltz, Knut Blakset and Matthias Bro.
But okay, bye-bye all of you. Roland have done the thanks, and I'll just say goodbye to all the listeners. I see that we have about 1,550 spectators now. I don't know how many of them there are on voice.
No, only Uday can tell us. But roughly 25%, I would say. Okay.
Uday is online now.
Yeah, I know, but this is over, Peter. So I'm not going to ask now because people leaving the table now. So it's not really important. We can't tell how many listeners we had when play was in progress. Yes, Jan, all done. You're welcome to shut down. Bye for now.